Welcome back to Gregtech New Horizons. We are, as ever, inside this factory. Hi, Dimmy. Oh, damn, Panoply looking different. Yeah, it's a bit more 3D than we're used to. Looks very different. Oh yeah. I don't think you've been here. Did I? I don't think you've been in the last couple of streams. We went adventuring in the Twilight Forest a little bit last time. Twilight Forest is based. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like it. I also like what they did with it in this game, in this mod pack, where they have like unique ores to go and find in there. It's a bit more fun to go and explore around. It's not just like an overworld sort of thing, because there's barely any reason to go underground in Twilight Forest in a vanilla pack. But with modified terrain and oregen, yeah, it's pretty decent. Also, Dimmy, I see you know Electrometer Prime. I'm going to assume probably from Pure ZC. And not from the place that I think I know Epi from. AKA ASAMLM's board / Joule / board 2 / any of those old fucking ROM hacking places. Because, like... Oh, wait, let me ask you. There's also probably Metroid Construction. Oh, that's right. I think it's Metroid Construction, and old was Metroid 2002. That's it. I was on multiple ROM hacking forums back in the late 2000s, 2010s, that sort. So I mixed up where. But I knew you from those times, because I was also active on those boards at the time. I just had to remember from where. It's just kind of funny because there's a name that I recognized your name like the first time that I saw you in here, and I was like, "Huh, I know that name." They probably don't know me. Or remember whatever I was on that forum, but I recognize the name, so hey. It's funny how small the world is sometimes. Alright, so we are almost at high voltage tier. I have been hard at work wasting time waiting for Canthal to do its thing. But I have the 2x Canthal wire that we need for the coil. The Canthal coils. At a time like this, it's nice to recognize a familiar face. It is. Nope, I remembered you from back then. Oh wow, alright. I just assume that I am less interesting, or no, not interesting. That's a bad way to say it. I assume I am less known than I think I actually am. It's a weird feeling. I've had this talk with people before, but it's kind of strange. However, I've come to accept that I am like a weirdly, vaguely important name and figure within the world of like Super Mario World hacking. For a number of reasons. And it's weird to say. Metroid MST also has your YouTube streams posted on his server. I never see him pop in or anything anymore. But like, yeah, I used to pop into my Metroid ROM hack playthroughs back on Twitch like a decade ago. It was either Twitch or Hitbox or both. Rip Hitbox. Let's see. Yeah, we gotta make these coils. I need to make all the insulator foil for it, though. Speaking of Metroid, any thought on how Prime 4 looks so far? Man, I'm so excited for Prime 4. I'm gonna be a shameless fanboy and just be like, man, I need that. I need it in my life. Oh, I need asbestos in my life in the game. I remember you from MetCons 2002 and that other place I won't name. I remember one other place, but I don't remember it being a problem, so I'm just gonna leave it at. I'm not gonna mention the name, but it was around that same time. Anyway, but yeah, no, I was. Hello. Hi, what's up? What? Oh, hold on one moment. I'll be. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I had something very important told to me, but that's okay. It's not related to anything we're doing here today. Walking ASMR. Yeah, just because I'm walking my character around. Anyway, we need to make more of this foil, and it's been a bit, so I gotta remember the process. We need mica pulp. Oh, good thing I still have some sticky resin hanging around. Mica pulp into the sheets. And I do have mica here. I'm gonna end up making way more of this stuff than I need to. What is that, a mixer recipe? Yes. Oh. Oh no, you're almost done. Cool. I'm gonna let that do its thing for a while. Ow. I will never not hit that ceiling pipe. That ceiling pipe is just... That's a permanent fixture, I think. I broke into HV yesterday and need to make more diesel and benzene. Yeah. I need to make more diesel. Actually, let's look at my diesel. I could use more diesel. I should set up the electrolyzer loop that I kept mentioning. My chem bath is doing fine. I have entirely too much IC2 coolant in there, but I needed to solve the quest, so whatever. Oh, well, this is all going to be mixing for a little while, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to be mixing for... Ow. I need more asbestos. Where do I find that? Which vein was that? That's the tin vein, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's right next door. It's nighttime. Let's go sleep. My diesel gen isn't automated. I'm not going to bother till Distillery Tower. Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Oh, yeah, I made a hole. Mostly because I figure if I do any farming, certain things require, like, blocks of items below. So I wanted to have access back. And then I kind of realized that the tunnel over here kind of connected to my house, so... I just decided to tear out a wall and dig a hole between, and there we are. We'll see what I do with it. Oh yeah, but I didn't get to really say anything about Prime 4 other than it looks really good and I'm excited for it. No, I think it looks really good. I'm excited for it, and I can't believe that it's going to be like 4K 60 FPS on Switch 2 with mouse controls. That sounds crazy to me. Though I don't know how I would end up playing it ultimately. But I know I do really want to get it on Switch 2 if I can ever afford the damn thing. Gregging time. Hi, Ogre Tail. Yes, it is Gregging time, and it also at well, it might not be bag opening time just yet because it turns out I'm actually like I can probably get some HV bags very soon. But I have some some tier 1 bags we can open. I'll get it on normal Switch to start. It depends on how neurotic I am. Cheeseburger. Hey, a new screwdriver. Actually, that's kind of nice. I needed an additional screwdriver in one of these things. Is it going to be released on both? Yeah, it is. It's going to get a regular Switch release, and then it's also getting a Switch 2 version on the same day. I got burgers. I got so many burgers. I need to know what the price will be here in Mexico, but I'm aiming for the Mario Kart bundle. I mean, I wish it were lower. I am going to get it. Like, it's coming in at the price of like the PS5, and like, I'm fine with that. I don't have a PS5 myself. It's my roommate's, but we share it, and like, we want Switch 2. So I'm gonna be that Nintendo fanboy, that fucking idiot, buys things at launch. I gotta be happy. I am upset about the price of games, but like what are we gonna do? I mean, you get mad at them over it, but like getting mad at them is not in most cases not gonna do anything because Nintendo just kind of does their own thing, whether we like it or not. And so it's like, well, what do? Do you choose not to buy it? Do you boycott it? It's like, it's the Japanese corporation. It's really hard to affect any kinds of change with them a lot of times. I don't know. I just feel like I feel like it's not going to change anything. It's still going to sell off the shelves. Fucking Pokemon everything. Despite how the quality of the games has been lately, in terms, like, I don't care that hard. Like, I mostly make fun of the people who have been really like, oh, this game looks like ass or whatever. But like, even despite the quality on those, they still sell perfectly fine. Like, the main person who's buying the games and stuff is not gonna like care. Now, given the rest of the economic situation of the world, I mean, there is a better chance that the Switch 2 has massive problems selling off because of, well, the prices. And it doesn't help that Nintendo of America president Doug Bowser today basically pulled a fucking Don Matrick with the Xbox One saying, well, if you can't afford a Switch 2, we still have the Switch 1. And I'm like, really, Doug? That's what you're going to do? Don Matrick lost his job 10 years ago because he did that shit. Good luck, Doug. I mean, I don't think they're actually going to fire him, but like right after Don Matrick said that about the Xbox One, like, oh well, we have a console for people who don't want don't want to buy an Xbox One. It's called the Xbox 360, and they got ridiculed and laughed out of the fucking industry, so that he could go over to Zynga and make way more money and laugh us all to the bank. After that, well, like, yeah, he basically lost his job about that because, well, it was seen as so dismissive. E3 was fun. Reggie made a smart move of leaving Nintendo. I guess so. I don't know if it would be contribute or if anything particular contributed to it, or the fact that he'd been there for like 15 years. You know, you're allowed to move on. He had enough name recognition behind him that he could probably do way more outside of Nintendo on a personal level. I can't blame him for getting the bag. I'm trying to find the entrance to the tin mine, and I just don't remember where it is. Because it's right here, and I don't remember where the I had to have had the entrance here at some point. Where is the tin? I can't find the entrance. Like, I had to have been digging around to get down into it early on. It's not like I was doing a whole bunch of digging elsewhere. God's sake. I know it's here somewhere. Anyway, thanks Doug for the next $999 US meme. Yeah. Man, I don't know. Maybe an Enderman moved a dirt block over this thing. It's whatever. I think I have an entrance in here through this like little downstairs area that I never go down. But no, but wait, tin spawns high. Tin spawns high. Oh, I have 2 tin veins. That's what the problem is. I'm looking at the wrong one. I gotta go out the north exit. Oh, I gotta fall down the stairs. Wouldn't mind getting a first-gen Switch 2 because it's more likely to have exploitable hardware for a flaw like the Switch 1 does. I suppose that's true. I have never really, like, focused in on the homebrew possibilities of a lot of things. I'm coming down here without... Oh, whatever. I'm just here for some asbestos. If I can find any. It all looks the same as diatomite. So yeah, it's just kind of like... not really, like... It's not been something I really... that plays into my value calculation too much. Like, I have multiple 3DSs, mostly because I just upgraded, like, size on them. But I've never bothered to do anything with the, I keep forgetting my void thing. Yeah, I don't know. No shade against anyone who chooses to mod their systems. God knows I'm a filthy ROM hacker. You know, like, I am not throwing stones. I live in this glass house. Is that enough? 44? I mean, it's probably enough. I probably electrolyzed the last of my asbestos. I'll tell you what I don't need. I don't need garnet sand. Alright, that'll do. So the reason I need tin is I didn't actually need tin. I just needed to find the tin vein because it has asbestos ore in it. And I need the asbestos ore to make the insulator foil for the for the coil upgrades for the EBF. I mostly got Switch 1, or the Switch to back up and dump games I could then emulate. Yeah, fair. I've never really had a computer powerful enough to emulate Switch, so it doesn't play calculation error either for me. I recently got the ability to, with my new CPU, I can finally record play and record Metroid Prime 3 in full 60 FPS. So Metroid Prime 3 LP when 10 years later. I respect people who mod their consoles because I'm so afraid of messing them up. Yeah, if anything, I only do it Wii and 3DS after online services ended. Panoply LP win. Yeah, I gotta get back to that. I do. My streams have. I've been meaning to stream it, but there's been stuff that's just happening on weekends, and I'm like tired. Metroid Prime 3 Rando, dude. I can't even do Prime 1 Rando. I love Prime 1, and I'm terrible at Rando. I can't wrap my head around a lot of the stuff that goes along with it, like all of the techniques and everything. It's just too much for me. My dumb brain. No, it's just a lot. There's so much that goes into it. I assumed I dropped it. Like, yeah, I have my fill of this. I'm done for now. I thought briefly about like, how much do I want to keep going with it, and the answer is I do. Like, I do want to keep going with it, but it's just been like, like I know I'm not going to be able to stream it next week or this Saturday because I'm not going to be here at all Saturday. So there's going to be no stream on Saturday at all. But I think like I want to get back to it next, the week after, because I like it. I do enjoy it. But it was a case. I think it was a case of like last week. When I streamed this on Saturday, I was just like, I don't really feel like trying to wrangle a bunch of my friends to play this right now. I'm just going to do something on my own. Are you still going? Yes. So, I am currently running a bunch of purified green sapphire ore through this sifting machine because I need it to drop an exquisite green sapphire. Actually, I might be able to, oh no, I need the lens. Yeah, I need it to randomly give me an exquisite green sapphire, which is a 3% chance off of a purified. Well, if we don't get any, I gotta go digging for more. Simple as that. Let me see what else is going on in here. The games look great. Oh, people are talking a lot tonight. I actually gotta extend my my list. The games look great. Bonanza is going to be like a grand to play once everything kicks in, unless I get a huge sudden windfall, which, you know, I'm not going to complain if that happens. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wanted to say with the modding the Wii and such. I did that once as well. I modded my Wii, and it was well, there's nothing wrong with doing it, but it was a bit of a pain. I was just not like. Eventually, my Wii stopped working. Like I don't know what I did to the thing. It's not. Well, it's not that it stopped working. The GameCube stopped reading in it, which could be a laser thing, or it could have been who knows what the hell I did in terms of modding it. Eventually, so that was a little too bad, but it was probably for the better because I needed to stop being such a pirate. Like I went on like a pirating thing during like between like 2008 2011 or so. I was a fucking Wii pirate. I had bought stacks of DVD minus R's, and I had somebody's password for a Wii and GameCube ISO site that we were sharing. Dude, it was wild. And then after that, I was like, wait a second, I have a job and I have some money, and I don't really want to be. I don't feel like pirating everything anymore. I'm gonna actually pay for stuff for certain things. There's no reason. Yo ho ho. Sure, I want to admit that on stream. Sue me. This was 15 years ago. I think the statute of limitations is over. I don't do any of that any longer. I bought a modded Wii from a garage sale. It didn't work that much. I take some game data onto my SD card. It's fine. We're a small community. It's true. There's nobody here other than us. Other than us fools. All right. What am I got? I need the stuff. I got the stuff in my inventory. What am I doing with it? I think I'm just running it down the forge hammer tree. Oh yeah. What are you, a cop? You have to tell me if you're a cop. Alright, that's a lot of mica dust. Do I have more of it hanging around? I did, but not that much. Okay, so that's fine. I need 4 plus asbestos equals sheets. And then I do have silicon dioxide, plenty of it, so I can make mica sheets. The LP police might eventually show up tonight. Uh-oh. I didn't do it, I swear, officer. I don't know what I was doing. Please, you gotta believe me. I was young and foolish. Let that go. Plenty of dust now. Statute of limitations? Yeah, limitation on your freedom because you're going to jail. Dios mío, no. I'll post bail with funds from Beancoin. You see? That's how we do it. Hey, they just said, I think they just said the DOJ is no longer going to prosecute any crypto unless it's like really illegal. So you know what? Congratulations, Beancoin is real. It's my new coin. I think I don't know how it works, but I think the end result is you all just pay me money and get nothing out of it. So let's get on that. Coins are real. Nothing is real. Beancoin is back, baby. Members, don't forget, you've got your bean... Actually, you did earn something for your money. You got a Beancoin emote. Dollar bean to the into the moon. Crypto disgusts me. It's so bad, man. I was laughing yesterday or day before, and it's like, I'm looking at the markets and whatever. I see Ethereum is down like 12%. I go to my friends, and I'm just like, fellas, is it good when your quote-unquote stable coin drops 12% on a day? Like, god damn. I know the markets were going nuts, but, stable, yes. Which is why they constantly go up and down with the flow of the actual market. Oh, I don't know, man. Not for me. This is why we make nothing but jokes about the coins here. Alright, emo window, go away. I can stop posting coins in chat. Money isn't real, the market runs off vibes. Buy Bean. It's fine, Beancoin can't fail, only B failed. The market runs off vibes is true. We don't, because, especially after we stopped, we got off the gold standard. We literally, like, money is fake. I don't know, man. I'm not an economist, so I was going to say that I'm going to say the dumbest shit ever here. But like the deficit, all the hand wringing over the U.S. deficit, and like, oh, we gotta avoid the debt ceiling and the default and all that. I'm just like, bro, just print more money. You control well, you did once upon a time control the world's governing currency, the thing that everybody wants to have and to be and to trade in. Just make more. It doesn't matter. That's my very uninformed economic opinion that you have definitely come to a Minecraft stream to learn about. We're gonna make coins now. Where is it? I know you can make coins. You can make coin blanks. Casting form for coins. How do I cast coins with this? Can I do anything? Casting form. I can extrude. I can extrude one coin, or I can extrude a couple of coins. Why am I doing this? What do I do with this? Credits. I remember my father tried to get me and my brother interested in the stock market by bringing up to a building to invest. I don't think I've checked in a couple of years. We're entering the century of the yuan. Bye dollar. I don't think it was much like $10. Wait a second. Since money has a face or whatever printed on it alongside its value, and has a special code printed and engraved on it, does that mean they're basically NFTs? I know what the joke is, but I think the problem is, I think the real answer is absolutely not, because it all hinges on the word fungible. Like, I think fungible, if I search that word, my search results are going to get like all fucked up. But you know what? I'll do it for the stream. What the heck does fungible mean? Give me dictionary, not AI. Replaceable by another identical item. Oh no, okay, well then I may be wrong then. So if it's fungible, it has identical. So money is... So dollars all have unique serial numbers on them, so therefore they would not be fungible. But they are functionally identical, so it's like yes and no. At this point, my economic analysis can't be any worse than I see in the Wall Street Journal. You're right. So, like, yes, each dollar is technically unique, but they're all used in the same exchangeable way. So, I guess they aren't. Dollar is uniquely identifiable, but freely interchangeable with any other dollar. Yeah. Remember, people believe the money... If people believe the money has power and buy things with a certain amount, then it has power to buy things with a certain amount. That's how Bitcoin works, I think. People believe there's money in Bitcoin, and therefore there is money in Bitcoin. Let's make some damn Canthal coils already. Let's shut the fuck up about money. I'm feeling silly tonight. Get out of the pipe. What I got? I need it on 3, and we do that. Clap your hands for Bitcoin. You have to believe in it. Seriously, it's like a Santa thing. It's like you got, or no, a tooth fairy. Well, heck with it. Either one, really. The belief causes existence. No, that's what am I thinking of? It's not Santa and the tooth fairy. There's something I don't know. So stop, I'm already sleep deprived from last night's headache. Alright, you get in there. I calculated that I needed all of this wire. I need 26 coil blocks. It was an interesting tangent, but yeah, sorry for that. No. Sorry, I came off way more flippant and like stupid and aggressive, vaguely aggressive sounding. I don't really care that we were on this tangent. I just thought it was really funny that we're like in the middle of this weirdly semi-serious discussion about like economics and things that are going on right now, when also what are we looking at in the background? Little silly yee ass like video games about blocks that I'm turned into a fucking industrial. I don't know, man. It's just funny. It's just like there's an absurdity to it, I suppose, that that I'm like just wrapping my head around. Tinkerbell's who you had to clap for, or Jeb Bush. Man, when I was disappointed that I couldn't get it at the time, or I didn't think to get it at the time, but the friggin' Jeb Bush guac bowl from when he ran in 2016, oh man, I wanted to get that thing for my brother as a joke. Oh, he would have loved it. Not because he loved Jeb Bush or nothing, but like his Steam username for a long while was just Low Energy Jeb, and it's just like, man, I wish I'd managed to get one of those silly things for him. I think we finally made it up to him this year by giving him a stuffed Christmas Buc-ee's plushie. This is Buc-ee's from the convenience store slash gas station, car wash, like rest stop that you'll find all over Texas and some of the South. We gave him my friend got him a Christmas-themed Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is a lifestyle. I'm not down in Texas or anything like that, so this is the first. I recently was on a road trip over that way, and so I finally got to experience Buc-ee's for the first time, and man, I understand why there's a cult. I understand the cult of Buc-ee's now. It's great. And then me and my friend, as we're traveling, just like continuously like malforming the word Buc-ee's as much as we can, just to like, you want to go to Buc-ee's? Buc-ee's. Like, I don't know. This is what happens when you're driving for hours on end in a car. You just lose your mind a little bit. You leave a bit of your mind in whatever place you're visiting at that point. My father, same guy. Anytime he goes to his hometown, he stops at a Buc-ee's and calls it the Temple. I was about to call it the cult headquarters, but I was like, no, that's a little. I mean, it kind of is, but it's also a little much. But no, it's not. It's kind of true. Left my mind at Buc-ee's hat. Oh, that'd be a good hat. Seriously, though, it was a lot. I understand now. Like, I understand why people are obsessed with Buc-ee's the way they are. It was cool. It was fun. Hey, good. Exquisite green sapphire, finally. Quickly, someone on the board, Buc-ee's board, get on that. They left my mind at Buc-ee's. They have so much stuff, man. Like, it's crazy how much merch they had. And, like, a bunch of it was good, but, like, we didn't end up picking up any merch. Sadly. Did we? I don't remember. I don't think we did. Do I got enough of those coils? Yes, I do. So while we're talking about Bucky's, what I'm going to do is I got to replace these coils. Time to break down the machine. By the way this thing works, by going up to high voltage tier, by changing out the power, the generators on the bottom, we did in fact increase the speed at which a bunch of the medium voltage recipes go. So I think the aluminum recipe that normally takes 80 seconds now only takes 40. And I think it just halves anything really. If it's a medium voltage recipe now running on high voltage, we're basically overclocking it so that it goes a lot faster. All right. 26 Canthal coils. Let's upgrade this thing. Oop. Oop, come on. There we go. Alright. Restart. And restart. And the EBF is upgraded. And we got a tier 3 bag for it. We're gonna open that in a second, for sure. But yeah, now, with Canthal coils, let me check the energy income. No, I want to see stored energy. No, I wanted to see if it's good to... the heat capacity. 2801K. So we went up about 1000 degrees Kelvin for the possibility for what we can create. So now, finally, I can create, well, among other things, that's right, I can process tantalite now, finally. I probably could have been working on this, come to think of it. Oh well. Because I don't actually have any tantalite dust, and I haven't been sitting here creating it. Oh, but I'd have to do the... Well, I don't have to do this, and actually I can't do this yet. I don't have a macerator, a high voltage macerator yet. Lower voltage temp MV recipes use about 114 EU per tick. That sounds right. Tantalite dust. I need to process this stuff now. I could run it through thermal centrifuge, but we haven't even built one of those. I did not bother. Also, these coils are not useless. They get used in a bunch of stuff. So, holding on to them, oh my god. What is this? What is this? Oh my god. A mega blast furnace. Processes up to 256 recipes at once. Oh my god. It needs 64 electric blast furnaces to make. And high voltage power. I could get... all I need for this is a high voltage assembly machine. And then... hang on, wait a second. I'm not doing this. I am not making this. However... as soon as you hit high voltage, you can make this. You can spend an eternity making all of these materials. But you can make it. Oh my god. This thing has to be 15. It's in the processing quest tab. Oh, I can't see it yet. Is this it? No, this is the multi-smelter, which is a good... It's a good one. Oh, is it this one? Technically have the ability to construct megas. These titans will produce your... Oh my god. They can use Tech exotic hatches. Real benefit from these multis, you will want to use lots of power to take advantage of their extreme parallelization. Consider whether or not you can actually make use of these before you do it. Yeah, I imagine the big thing is, one, you need a shitload of power. And two, you need a shitload of power to actually make it stay and work. What is this? Mega Blast... Oh, that's the Mega Blast Furnace. Alloy Blast Smelter. I don't think you can... Oh my god, I can't make that. You can't make this. You need way more shit there. I guess it's just saying that you can make, well, I guess you could make a mega vacuum freezer. How the hell does that look? Oh my god. What? There is no feasible reason for us to do this. Oh my god, a mega oil cracker. That's not as big as I thought it was going to be, actually. Oh my god. What does this look like? Jesus. How the hell does this work? Okay, we haven't even done a distillation recipe. I guess it just processes 256 times instead of once. Jesus. Okay, I got really sidetracked there for a second. But no, I was just going to say that the coils are still going to be useful to us because, I don't know what those are, but I know we need the pyrolyze oven. However, I know the coils for the pyrolyze oven, if you use copper and nickel, will be not as efficient. But there's other stuff, like the multi-smelter. Oh, what the hell is that? Man, I don't know what half of this shit is. Chem plant. We're going to have to make this, and it looks big, and it's it's going to be the biggest one we got for a while. Good lord. These are nuts. Oh, and also, anytime you see these coils, you can always upgrade them to higher levels. Oh, the chem reactor. You just need one. ExxonMobil chem reactor. So anyway, high voltage is fun, and I'm thrilled to get into it in a sec. Also, let's open this bag. High voltage bag. First high voltage bag. Boxia seed. Ooh, aluminum seeds and a couple of epoxy circuit boards. Actually, how common was that root? That's a stick root, terrawort, copon, high voltage. Okay, so they're pretty common. They're pretty common drops out of high voltage bag, but you know what? That's cool. That lets me grow some aluminum. Gonna go ahead and put that there. Anyway. I need to grab some Canthal, or I've got that quest. I did that one. I also did stainless steel production, and I've been gathering up a bunch of it in the background. Let's put these bags away. These epoxy boards are. I don't think I can even use these yet. I think I'm just gonna, because these make, well, I mean, maybe I can use these. I don't think I have the stuff to get epoxied yet. So, you know what? These are gonna go hang around in there for a little while. Product placement for the ExxonMobil, yeah. Let me adjust. I gotta adjust the blanket on my seat. Okay. So I'm running a bit low on circuitry right now. I've only got 6 low voltage ones and 19 MV ones. That's not that low, but however, we are about to do some stuff that gets some real upgrades to our circuitry situation. Also, I think I'm just going to keep, like, I think I'm just going to process the rest of this. There's really no reason not to. This insulator foil can just hang out in, well, anywhere really. Alright, so here's why I was looking for that exquisite sapphire. I need to just throw the rest of that in there. Am I done? Or is my sifter done? No, not yet. That's fine. So the gems, not really important. But the sapphire, we need... What do I do? Yeah, the lathe. We gotta run this through a lathe. I think I mentioned it last time. But Running exquisite gems through the lathe gets you lenses, and the lenses go into the precision laser engraver. This is what... Oh, actually... Oh, I didn't even think about this. Sorry, I just had a realization that... Well, that's not what I thought it was going to look like. I don't really want it right there on the front like that. But I realized I can put this on there because I can hold lenses inside it. I have a chest over here with lenses. Oh, this is smart. Where did I... Oh, I put it on the cutting machine. Damn it. Just like I have the extruder lenses, I can have these in here. This is a lime lens, this is an emerald lens, orange, red, and white. So the lenses, when we combine with the wafers that we have here, create different circuitry components. And it all depends on the color. There's a whole thing with the lenses. Good evening, Salty Grump. If I need more water gen, I can sneak into HV and make a reservoir with stainless steel. Yeah. Reservoir. We're gonna get a couple of these soon, very soon. Oh, wait, I've got my thing. Shoot, where did all my dust go? Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm gonna run more of this through here. What is it? I gotta do it with oxygen? Yeah. That's why I made some of these. These are large aluminum fluid cells. That's hydrogen. I don't want hydrogen, I need oxygen. I'm carrying around 256,000 oxygen. You have nothing in you. Oh, wait, I have my elevator. Oh, that's right. I put an extra elevator up on the roof. Stainless steel in the blast furnace. Circuit 11, oxygen. Alright. So stainless steel production is going to take a lot of time. But that's why we ran it in parallel. That's why I've got two of them. So, I mean, it's not great to say, but that's only going to take 30 minutes to produce. Shut up. No culinary crimes from my friend this week. Oh, is she on vacation? She did send me a video like what can only be described as carbonara done wrong, as it basically involved making a single 9-inch wide noodle. Was she trying to make lasagna that was 4 feet long as the pasta? Was she making a lasagna? Like, at that point, you're making a lasagna. You just slice that thing up, and then you got layers. I'll make 6 at a time and wait for the batteries to recharge. Oh. Oh, that's not a good way to handle your blast furnace. I'm sorry. I'm going for the HV hatch now. I'm gonna need more silicon dioxide in there. I've been recycling a load of this stuff, but not enough for it to just... HV hatch is not as hard as the MV one. Oh, there's the lens. So why did I need the lens? Well, the answer is the green sapphire lens, aka any other cyan lens, these are all the same family, create RAM. They create RAM wafers, and we're gonna need so many RAM wafers. In fact, what I ended up doing in my other world was I took the lenses and I renamed them using the anvil. Like, this is random access memory. Because then I would know, without having to look up the colors, what they are. Or what they get used for. And I was like, well, I'm not using my experience for anything else, so heck with it. We're going to need a couple of things. We need this integrated logic circuit and a random access memory chip. The Ulpic wafer was green, so that was the emerald. I'm going to grab those out of there as well. We're going to rename them. Use up my, this is Ulpic wafer, or Ulpic. Or, I guess I'll know what Ulpic is. And I don't have to say ultra low power IC. I'm dumb. I'll just do this. And then this is integrated logic circuit. I want to say the diamond is a CPU. Yeah, diamonds are CPUs, and these will be, or the white lens, which diamond counts as here, is central processing unit. And I know we will need that. So I may as well just make it now. Oh, the carbonara done wrong. No, it's from a Japanese eatery. I sent it to an Italian associate of mine and got blasted with every swear word he knew for 45 minutes. I also made a friend of mine curse me for making her hungry when I sent her a video of a 7-kilogram strawberry parfait being made. Fair. I understand that friend's pain. I wish these lenses weren't all like the same damn color. I wish they were a little different color, but it's okay. That's why I named them. This one doesn't even get used for a... The olivine lens doesn't even get used for anything. Like, it's the only lime lens, and the rest of this stuff is like... What the hell is a mask for an advanced crystal chip? I don't know what any of this is. What is a target chamber? Laser engraver. Like, whatever this is, I'm not going to need it for a long time, so heck with it. I'm going to take it out of here. It's not going to be as useful or as important. Amber is simple system on a chip. Oh, I'm going to need this soon. Okay, I'll do that one. Simple SoC. And so what I kind of need to do is, whenever I get gemstones, I actually have some raw blue sapphire that I need to process and sift, but we're going to wait a little bit on that. I would need to be looking for exquisite gems. I've already processed these 3. But there you go in all colors. There's black, there's brown. Like, there's one for every color of the game, basically. So as I get them, I unlock more CPU components. You can link the kilogram parfait. Go ahead. I don't know if it will link in here. I don't remember what my link settings are, but go ahead and try. Alright, so this olivine lens, we're going to leave that there. This glass lens is also CPU, but it's fine. I'm using the diamond one. It's going to confuse me later when I need like the light blue lens or something like that. I guess certain lenses can do certain things as well that others can't. Because like I'm looking at Ruby and it doesn't. It also Ruby does ILCs, but not this whatever the hell lens. Or what did I click on? I don't know what I clicked on. I clicked on something. Where did it go? There was absolutely a lens there that had like crazy shit to it. I don't know. I'm getting off topic. So what we need to do right now is we need to make some logic circuits and RAM for the next quest. Alright, so let's get some wafers. We're just going to do one of these one at a time. I am going to not auto-output for these because I need to have them in my inventory. Or, well, I don't. They're optional, but it's fine. We're going to do one RAM. And then we're going to swap it out for the integrated circuit. Because what's going to happen is they go into the cutting machine and get cut down. These burgers will, like... They will like poison me. I'm throwing them away. I love the laser green graver animation. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Pew pew pew. Let's see. Finally getting some stainless steel. To complete this quest we need 64 of it, so we're going to let that go for a while. The other thing we need to do is we need to make silicon solar grade ingots. I might stop the stainless steel just to process some of this. Actually, it would probably be good to process some of that. Let me see. It only wants 4 to start. We'll do 4 just to get it going to complete the quest and move on. But I need... where did I put it all? Where did I put my solar grade silicon? Oh, it's here. Let's pull that out. Hot ingot needs to go circuit 1. I don't have any of the gases that it uses to process faster, so that'll just have to go as it is. But basically, like you can use every noble gas to produce these things, or produce them without. How do you get organocin? Fusion reactions, I think. I don't know. I hope it changes color with the crafting recipe. Oh, for the laser engraver? Ah, it doesn't. I know it doesn't. Sadly. That would be nice. Alright, so we got that. Let's put it in the cutting machine. How far am I from nuclear power? You know, I don't really know. And I say that because when I stopped playing the last time, I had gotten into high voltage, and I was ready to go to the moon, because that's a thing you can do. I don't know where nuclear power falls along that, but I want to say it's shortly after that. It might be the EV or IV tier. I think it's EV, judging by the picture here. I think I'll fully admit to being afraid of doing it. I don't know any of like the Minecraft Industrial Craft nuclear diagrams or stuff like that. Alright, logic circuit. And now cut that up. And we're going to turn this item output back on because I already know for certain that I'm going to need more RAM. So let's just put, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 3 more of these. It's not going to be anywhere near enough RAM, but we'll let this go. Oh, I'll put this away. So that's just going to kind of go in the background. The silicon. Oh, I probably have the silicon being done. What's my thing say? Yep, it's done. So let's put this back on mode 1 and or 11 and throw that back in there. Oh, right there, they have to cool in the chem bath. That's the other piece of this. Alright, we'll come back. We gotta make some of these too. We gotta make some PCBs. We are so close to high voltage now. There's a lot of extra stuff I haven't done in medium, but we're so close to high voltage. And really, once we get into high, that's where the fun begins. Like, I know we've been going, and it's like, geez, you've done 18 multi-hour episodes of streams of this thing, and we're not at the fun part yet. I guess. No, I mean, there's just a lot of fun things you can do once you hit high voltage. Speaking of Minecraft, I watched the Minecraft movie last Friday. How mediocre is that, genuinely? Like, I don't know. Maybe people don't want to know because they might want to go and see it themselves. I don't really have an interest in seeing it. But everything I hear is just, it sounds exactly like everybody expected it was going to be. Solar grade ingots. Making silicon solar grade dust is easy, so we're taking a bag. Alright, we need plates. We need to just bend these to plates. In my taste, it was better than expected, mostly because morbid curiosity kept me interested. Okay. Speaking of nuclear power, I learned about the Demon Core the other day. No OSHA in the 50s, huh? Yeah. You should also look up the elephant's foot, if you haven't already. Silicon plate is done. ILC and RAM is done. Hot dogs and beer. Sure. And we'll take another bag because I already got these lenses. Transistors. We need to make transistors to go to high voltage. However, we also need high voltage circuits. Well, we know we need high voltage circuits. In order to make HV machines, we need the circuits. The first one you can make is the advanced circuit from IC2. You'll need to make low voltage circuits to make MV circuits to make high voltage circuits. Yay for recursive crafting. Start with the low voltage integrated logic circuit. And no, you can't use the IC2 electronic circuits. So here's where we start getting into the circuit diagram. This is, I kind of pointed this out a little bit ago, and how, like, crazy this thing looks. Like, can I get a wider screen? No, okay. How crazy this thing looks? Like, what is going on here? What even is this? Well, the answer is there are different types of circuits, depending on the tier that you're in. And depending on what you're doing, they got different uses. So, this high voltage circuit here, for one, we can't handcraft it. For two, the only way we can make it is to use these good integrated circuits that are a parallel type of circuit in the MV tier. So these good electronic circuits I've been making are not going to be useful to us in terms of making high voltage circuits. So now we're basically going down this line. So what does this mean? We have to go a different route to make our circuitry. This is not as bad as it seems because what we're doing is kind of making these more efficiently. So here's the task. Here's what it's asking of us. It wants us to make 16 electronic integrated circuits. We need 16 or 16 ILCs, 16 circuit boards, 32 resistors, 32 diodes, 32 fine copper wire, and 32 tin bolt. And then we run it all through the circuit assembly with some soldering alloy, and that makes these circuits. You might sit here and be like, well, isn't that more stuff? And the answer is, well, it's more individual items, but it's like less of certain other things. And basic resistors, diodes are a little expensive still, but they're about to be not expensive very soon. So in a sense, it's actually a lesser amount of resources, and it's also easier to get resources now that we are at the point of the game that we are. So, okay, this is sheer coincidence that I have these 16 boards. I swear. Let's put away stuff I'm not using. Let's put away the hot dogs and the beer. I gotta make a couple more integrated logic circuits. Oh, I'm still holding the wafers. Okay. ILCs. I'm gonna run 3 more of these through there. Grab the RAM. $32 resistors. Well, these are optional tasks, so what I can actually do is I can use these SMD resistors to kind of take that spot. I need 32 diodes. My diode recipe requires a little bit of my tantalum wire. I still have some tantalum here. And I should have a couple pieces of gallium arsenide, yeah. Throw that through there. Let me go back and look at some stuff. Does solar output high voltage? It can. If you have, well, there's a bunch of solar panels that are out in the game. Let me see. You can attach panels to things and then like convert them, sort of. But crafting these can be kind of expensive for whatever reason. But basically, it outputs high voltage there. You can also create large clusters of solar panels. Like, I forget exactly how it works, but there are ways to do big solar panel groupings. Potato launcher is a pretty good idea for vanilla Minecraft. A gun that lets you fire any projectiles, not just potatoes. It is kind of surprising they haven't done something like that. Those kinds of things are always fun in like games. They're almost never like ultra useful, but they're just enjoyable, just silly. Let me grab this wire. Oh, got another exquisite sapphire. Throw that in there. I need to make the diode. I need a little bit of polyethylene, circuit 4. Okay. Bing bong. Get that out of there. Don't need that in there any longer. Circuit 4. Let those cook up. What else? I need fine copper wire and tin bolts. Extruder. Need bolt shape. I'm just gonna make extra tin bolts. Doesn't hurt at all. Oh, that's right. Tin takes a weirdly long time to go through an extruder. Copper wire. I need fine copper wire. The demon core. Oh, I mean, elephant's foot wasn't something created on purpose and handled by folks with their bare hands. Oh, sure, yeah. I'm just thinking about like nuclear stuff and like fascinating things. There's a channel that I occasionally watch. What is his name? Plainly difficult. Actually, hang on. I gotta make sure. It's plainly difficult. Yeah, channel on YouTube I watch called Plainly Difficult. Every now and he covers like disasters, man-made and natural, and such, and kind of like small documentaries about like these historical disasters. And a common one, or an interesting one that I find, or one of the more interesting subsets I find, are his documentaries on like radiation mishaps. It's just kind of fascinating. Like just the like negligence involved with a lot of it. People just don't really, like, a lot of people aren't trained properly, and the like radiation sources are not disposed of properly, and it's just fascinating. Resistors. I don't have them, but I can still make these things. Not a problem. Alright, so I got my tin bolts. Do I have enough stuff to make multiple sets of this? No, not yet. Alright, that's fine. I will take my copper wire. I realized I have copper wire in there already. That's fine. And then we just go and throw all of this in the circuit assembler. And then we're going to start making our first integrated logic circuits. Yeah, if you want to discuss nuclear horrors, check out the story of Hisashi Ochi, who was exposed to enough rads in an incident that all his chromosomes were totally destroyed. Due to Japanese medical laws, the hospital staff were forced to keep him alive until he or his family agreed to withdraw care. He wasn't lucid enough to do so, so they kept him alive for over 80 days. When his family agreed to withdraw care, he died in an hour in his closed casket funeral because the radiation poisoning had basically melted the poor man. To work in any lab that's behind on their safety procedures is an important lesson. One channel you might like is Maritime Horrors, which goes into the story of shipwrecks through the ages. Occasional goofy episode for Halloween, like Ishimura from Dead Space. Yeah. Yeah, like that sounds similar to like what this guy's channel does, though he doesn't he mentions the human toll, but he doesn't go into depth on the actual human people or any victims in most cases. It's mostly just about like here's the disaster, here's the lead up, here's the history behind the companies trying to do it, why did this happen, the day of the disaster, and then like the aftermath, what happened with the people who were responsible, what was the cause, what was found out afterward. I am I am waiting. Well, you know, it's going to take some time, but I have to assume he's going to do a video on the Key Bridge collapse here in Baltimore. There's just no way. Maybe he's already done one. I haven't checked his channel in a while, but I figure he'll probably, if he hasn't done one already, he's probably waiting for like more investigation, more investigative sources, and reports about it. Because I remember, like, the day that collapsed, I'm pretty sure people were like messaging him online and just being like, "Dude, have you seen this?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess I've got a video in the future." What do I need for more stuff? I need more boards. How do I make more boards? I got all this in here. Oh. I need to put this in my, no. In my circuit list. Probably redo some of my group here. So I'm thinking maybe I have just the circuit components up in here. Like different components up in here. And then the circuits themselves in their own drop down. That'll work. Get out of there. Don't need you. Let's see. It was more I read Ochi's story. That's beyond horrifying. It was the negligence more than the effect that shocked me, especially the first guy assembled the basket of bricks around the demon core. Like, bro, why are they letting you do this? Thing is, Inc., at the time, nobody understood shit about atomic power and weapons. Like, the demon core was concurrent with Operation Crossroads, which showed that, no, the U.S. Air Force could not, despite claims, sink a fleet by dropping nukes on it. Out of over 200 ships involved in Crossroads, only 15 sunk over 2 tests, one of which involved hanging a bomb under a barge and blowing it up underwater. Got my circuits. We're not going to take any of these. We're going to take the bag. Especially not the two RAM chips. If it were 2 RAM wafers, maybe, but even then, I'm still taking the bag. So, good integrated circuits. We need 8 good boards, which I think we have. Yes. More resistors, more diodes, fine gold wire, and silver bolts. Okay. I gotta make more diodes. So, let's go 1 more tantalum, 2 more gallium dusts. Now go get the 4 gold wire. We're gonna do just a stack of gold wire. Loot bag, yeah. We're close. I'm saving the bags for high voltage now. That's what I've decided. Oh, I need 2 more polyethylene. So I'm gonna grab that tantalum wire and shove it in the assembler. The extra resistors that I have in here are not enough. Okay. SMD resistor is electrum wire and carbon dust. Is that the best I can do right now? I can do it with tantalum. How do I make these? I could glue some of them together real quick. I'm sure I have a little bit of... Yeah. What is it? It's cold... No, it's lignite coal dust. Oh, I have been handed a bowl of snacks. Thank you. Cream-filled balls? Oh, I've been given cream balls. Cream-filled balls. Thank you. These are the ones we tried at the H Mart, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. They have nuts in them.
They have nuts?
Yeah.
Oh, the balls have nuts! The balls are full of nuts and cream!
Walnuts.
Walnuts?
Yeah.
Thank you. The balls are filled with nuts and cream. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're sweet.
They're sweet?
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. A real ball-in-mouth experience, says chat. Oh, what have I done? I'm assembling the wrong thing. What's circuit 5? Oh, this is all annealed copper. Ah. gotta do both of these in here. We're gonna get a new wire mill soon. Oh. The balls filled with hot nuts and cream are hot. I forgot they were hot. We need silver. Fine gold wire. Oh, hey, is my... Okay, my stainless steel is not done yet. But it's close. I should run more stainless steel dust into there. It's going to take ages. And we can see it's working. Oh, wait. Get in there. Where did I put my... Oh, there it is. I knew I had it somewhere. I just could not remember where I'd put that thing. The stream's got everything. Economics, nuclear physics, even hot nut. This stream is one of the best streams we got. We also had bean. Well, no, the bean was also economics. The beans are economics. Got my bolts, got my foil, got my diodes. My foil's going into here. What am I at? This and the circuits? Yeah. Let those go. And I'm already know I'm taking this bag. While that is going, we gotta make transistors. Find tin wire. Silicon grade or solar grade plates, fine tin wire, and polyethylene makes transistors. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we're gonna need more of these. We're just gonna need more of these. I don't think I've used the RAM yet. Which circuit does it? Oh, that's it. The RAM is used for the high voltage circuit, as well as more integrated logic circuits for these. We're going to need electrum wire and annealed copper bolts. Okay. It's time to start. I hate this, but this is the part that I gotta do this. I gotta make a lot of electrum in this future. It's on circuit 2. And we gotta make plastic boards. Sulfuric acid. Oh, that's right. We could use polyethylene sheets, or we could use PVC sheets and get double our worth. Everything is favorite unusual precious metal, electrum. It is funny how that's a real thing. Like, it's funny how a lot of alloys are real things, but gold, silver especially to me, because I guess because they're right next to each other. And I guess also because, like, the etymology of it. Like, there's nothing wrong with the etymology of it, but it's just kind of a... It doesn't sound like a real word. Like, you know... And we are in annealed copper bolt territory. I gotta make more annealed copper. I will do that when I'm not in the middle of using all of my low voltage. We are going to use PVC sheets. Also, I've been collecting sulfuric acid. I know, odd hobby, but there we go. I've got not a ton of it. I could process a lot more of it, but I have sulfuric, which is good because I need it. PVC sheets plus copper foil. Why does it only want me to have 6 copper foil? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's because I need it there. Okay, so I need copper foil. I have some. That's good. We gotta do chem reactor. I think this is a double chem reactor thing. So actually... ow. Let me grab my hydrochloric. And we're going to put this in the storage slot. The board, no circuit. And then... Oh, that's right. We need iron 3 chloride or sodium persulfate. We're going to use the 3 chloride. We'll turn those off. Sulfuric. And... then we're going to need that. Alright, boards. Ow. Every time I jump. Every time I jump there, I forget. Still no circuit necessary. Got my integrated circuits. Put my electrum wire away now. Taking that bag. Oh, the transistors are done. as is my board. Four more transistors? No. We're taking that bag again. And finally, good integrated circuits. Now, funny enough, we don't actually need the circuit boards that we're making for this circuit. However, we are going to need them soon for different things. This board, we're going to take the bag again. So, 4, 8 transistors, electrum wire, annealed copper bolts. What do I need? Oh, and I did get a good integrated circuit out of a box, I think, randomly. Okay, we're going to put those away. I need the RAM. There we go. Circuit assembler. Almost there. I need the electrum wire. There we are. Well, friends, medium voltage is kind of just like a stepping stone on the way to high voltage and how you can get through it. We spent a lot of time here, I feel, or at least I did a lot off camera, building up resources and just trying to make it so that I have things to work with once we get to this point. But, well, now that we are at this point, it's time for high voltage, pretty much. I'm about to solve the stainless steel equation. Get one more bag? Why not? One more for the road. Make an advanced steam boiler? Why not? One more for the road. Oh, I need stainless steel, never mind. Stainless taking too long? Make a second DBF. I'd have to tear up my EBF to get the stuff. Also, it wants me to make an MV, a muffler hatch, which would make more sense if I actually used MV, or I had to worry about pollution. I turned that all off, if you'll remember. That's fine. There's no bag associated with that one. So the last thing to do is grab our circuits once they are done. Electrum ingots. We are actually going to go ahead and store, because we are going to need shameful amounts of electrum, and I'm not happy about it. My stainless steel is going to be kept up there. Electrum, Diglet, Nidoram, Mankey. Wait, wrong Electrum. We can see it. We can see the beginning. I need fireworks. Give me a fireworks. I've made it. Welcome to high voltage. How do I make these? I don't remember how I make the reinforced ones. Oh, that's not that hard. Welcome to high voltage. I'm definitely not taking those other ones. I'm taking the bag. MV is done. Hell yeah. High voltage. Let me put some stuff away, cause, well, we've got some stuff to make now. I anticipate we will spend a lot of time here in high voltage. There's just so much stuff that we can do now. Danger, danger, high voltage, as the song goes. Oh, I need to do the first one in high voltage. First things first. Stainless steel, vending machine. Wait, that's true. Where's the fireworks? It depends. The fireworks don't always go off. They're tied to, like, achievements and advancements. Like... Gregtech, Gregtech... No, I think these are for the trophies that we get. GT++? Not entirely. I don't know. They're tied to advancements sometimes. Gregtech 5. Oh, here it is. EBF gone. You need 2 of them. EBF has maintenance. I got that. Aluminum. I have aluminum. I don't know why it hasn't. These things don't always, like, fire properly. I don't know. Clearly I've made an aluminum ingot. Anyway. Stainless steel plates. Come on, get out of there. Advanced assembly machine. Let's make my hull. And then... gold cable is the one of the basic cable types we're going to be using. The problem with this tier is it is very gold heavy, and I am not thrilled about that, because gold, despite being surrounded by gold veins here, the problem is that gold is still like the sporadic one inside their veins. So, like, I don't have great ways of getting it. I just gotta dig up shitloads of iron, really. Can try to get it from magnetite with the new macerator. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Or, let me see. Magnetite ore. Yeah, you can get a little extra chance out of here doing it this way. You can also chem bath it with mercury, but that's kind of a waste of it. Mercury is not... Like, I got a small stockpile of it, but that's basically all from centrifuging redstone. I could do it from cinnabar, but we're not there just yet. I'll get lots of magnetite from mining gold. So, yeah. You also end up getting, like, a lot of vanadium magnetite, which is less useful, I would say. Like, yeah, it has magnetite if you centrifuge it down to the very end step, but it's still kind of annoying. And plus, once magnetite has already been like purified or centrifuged once, so it's no longer kind of dirty, you don't get any more gold chances out of it. So you can run the vanadium magnetite through this electromagnetic separator that I've got. And I did, but boy did it take a long time. Oh, excuse me. It took a long time, and I feel like the results weren't worth the power that I spent doing it. So I don't think I'm going to really do that again. Oh man, I come to the realization that I need to do high voltage, but I haven't set up a place to do high voltage. I guess I could start disassembling my low voltage, because honestly, I'm going to be replacing a bunch of these low voltage machines soon. However, I want to be running high voltage on my my fuel network, so I need to come up with a way. I need to come up with a central fuel line to get over to like these areas. Maybe I can run a fuel line up through here and just run generators on this side. I gotta expand my MV room. Okay, polyethylene. Casing. And 2 cables. It is not advisable to handcraft your hulls at this point. We're in HV now, so let's quickly go to the rewards area, and now I can trade in my loot bags. Come on. There we go. So we skipped over a lot of different machines in medium voltage. I kind of just made what I needed to. But now that we're in high voltage, like, I'm probably gonna make a lot of the stuff that we can possibly make, because it's just we're finally at like a good speed to power use ratio. Alright, so that's gonna just go trigger for a while. Well, we've got some stuff to open. I'm gonna have to put those cables in there for now. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I want to do for my supply. I think I'm gonna run the fuel line out above the stairwell here, and kind of into a few sets of generators once I have all the stuff I need. I'm gonna have to start with just like a one turbo combustion engine, which is the HV combustion engine. Probably just to begin with. Yeah, I gotta need these things. Ah, here's the stuff about solar panels. I don't think I have a... I don't think I was gifted a solar panel randomly. Hello, fish. Where's that spider? What the heck? How did you get down here? Where do I have a hole? Where do I have an unlit block? What did he do? Just wander in from way outside the place? Maybe. Alright. Let's go high voltage gambling. 32 small stainless steel fluid pipes. Okay, that's useful. 32 more. Alright. A jetpack. Oh, cool. Well, that rules. That saves... Wow, that saves me so much crafting. Oh my god, that must be a rare loot bag drop. Relatively rare. And a couple of compressed iron plates, which we will need for spacecraft stuff. Some SMD diodes and some blaze reed seeds. Cool. I think just a muffler? Or did I get more... I might have gotten more diodes? Did I have 8 or did I have 4? I don't remember. That's definitely another muffler. Damn it. More blaze reed and some SMD transistors. Hey, there's my fireworks. What did I get? More circuits. Oh, maybe because I didn't handcraft them. Or couldn't handcraft, I don't know. A couple random RAM chips as well. And last bag. 32 industrial TNT and 8 regular transistors. Awesome. This is a good group of stuff. Jetpacks and explosives, not too shabby. Yeah, the jetpack says recharge in an LV tier machine. Now, I know that the jetpack is in here. Yeah. Requires compress all the things. What, do I not have that? Advanced compressor. Did I not? No, I did make a compressor. Compress all the things, multi-block goal. Oh, I know what this is. I have to make an implosion compressor to trigger that quest. Okay. That's a bit of a different thing. Back to high voltage. We gotta do... The big thing we gotta do is we gotta do the components. We just need one of each. They're a bit of a pain. As ever. And then once we have that, we can finally make ourselves some power generation. I'm gonna eat this spider eye and poison myself in celebration. Delicious. What I should really do is I got some components here. That's good. Stainless steel fluid pipes are kind of handy. I could also turn them back into ingots, because I don't really know if I need that level of fluid capacity. Well, no, actually, it's not that I don't need that. It's that, well, they're slightly... Look, they've got a higher heat limit than the potent pipes, but I'm also looking at them like, well, I don't know what the heat limits are. I don't know that I need heat limit. Am I going to try out the jetpack? Oh, yeah, I guess I should, shouldn't I? I think I gotta be careful, because I don't think that there's a anti-fall damage, yeah. So, using the jetpack, gotta be careful. Neat. I want to say that the jetpacks in this game all have, like... Well, maybe not this one. I was going to say they have height limits. But maybe not this. Does it have a hover? Oh, it might. Let me see. I see 2. Mode switch key. This might be it. Actually, hang on. Let me look at the hovercraft. Or no, the jetpack thing. I can't fly higher than Y185. Charging on the go. There's a mode switch key to jump between normal and hover while holding down jump. When descending, remember to shut off hover mode or else you'll drain your back jetpack. Okay, so I need to, if I'm going to use this regularly, I need to have a mode switch key set. No, not button 1. Do I not have C? C is not mapped to anything. But I know I'm going to use... Actually, no. I know I'm going to use C for something else. Is X used? No. Okay. There we are. A little awkward, but that'll work. I think what I'll do, because it's clearly, like, doesn't have a crazy high amount of power storage in it. At least not yet. What I will probably do is just have it around, and if I need to do any sort of building with it, or any situation where a jetpack would be useful to have, then I'll pull it out. All right. I need a treasure chest. My wall of chests over here is getting kind of cramped. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. It's gonna be great for nether exploration or any other kind of exploration, really. Yeah, I suppose so. Actually, come to think of it, I don't need that. I'm gonna take a, I'll take this copper chest for now. I'm gonna put this in there. Reason being, soon enough we're gonna need... I think I should take these with me. Soon enough, I will need to begin working on space stuff. But that's for another time. Advanced circuit assembler. Oh, that's right. I should instantly make this. MV machine hull needs HV circuits, emitter, robot arm, conveyor modules. Alright. So we gotta make this, we also gotta make the high voltage components. Let's start with this though, because this is gonna make everything a little faster. Put the hull in there for a second. I think I still have an MV hull hiding in here. Yes. And as for components... Ah, I need to make all of those. I need 4 motors. Because I need 2 of these. I'm going to need more motors. 3 more motors. Let's extrude some more aluminum rods. And I also think I need, yeah, I need more magnetic steel rods. Energetic alloy. The energetic alloy dust is going to be something we need. Conductive iron, black steel, and gold. Right now I can't use the other, it's saying I can't use the other recipe for it. How's my stainless production going along? Good. all that, grab all that, and grab those. Put the RAM away. Boom, boom. 3 more motors. One of these needs to be... I'm gonna need more... Oh no, the copper cable's there. I need the motors in there. I need a gear and 3 plates. Getting a bit full in there, isn't it? And then an MV circuit. I'm also going to need 2 more for the emitter. Robot arm, emitter. Oh, I need a pearl. Okay. 2 copper cable, 2 HV circuits. And we can make the MV, the Advanced Circuit Assembler. I'll just put it on the back here. So this thing is basically fully replacing my other circuit assembler to the point that I'm gonna go ahead and take all this out of here. Ow. I jumped towards it and instantly knew I was about to get owned. So Advanced Circuit Assembler is faster and it can make more types of circuits. We're going to take that bag. Simple systems on a chip. We need these. We can make ultra low voltage circuits more easily. These are replacements for the vacuum tubes. Battery magnetic rods. You don't need them this tier, but for EV motors you're going to need magnetic neodymium rods. So be sure to make this before you start EV. Mixing at HV level. Mixing better alloys needs a better mixer. Our first platinum. This is a bit of a pain. But we will have to create get some platinum. Turbo centrifuge. A drawer controller finally shows up here, but I don't think I need it. Maybe I do, and I just don't know it. Really, though, we should start working on this. Ow. We'll never learn. Compressed bronze plates and some more wafers to cut. So how far am I from something like applied energistics and autocrafting? I think I have to go one more tier before I can do applied energistics stuff. Like, I will do it. I know I've kind of talked in the past how I don't like it as a concept that much, but I know it's going to be necessary. But I believe the vast majority is... Yeah, you need titanium, which is a EV tier stuff. Which I forget what the tier name is. All the tiers have names. I think it's extreme voltage. Should just be moon, Well, I guess yeah. It's moon as long as you got titanium. But I've never set up an advanced or an applied energistics system, so we will get to it eventually. All right, this is gonna be for high voltage. Here, we need to make pumps, pistons, conveyor modules, and robot arms. All these are going to require motors, so let's start with the motor. 2x silver, 4x electrum, stainless steel rods, magnetic steels. Ugh. This is why I mentioned the electrum. It's going to be a pain. That whole stack is going to make going to make 32 4x wire, and I need 4 4x wire for every motor I make. You think about how many motors I make all the time in this damn game. That's annoying. So may as well make some more. You know what? I know what I'm going to be making. I know I'm going to need all this. Other things, I need stainless steel rods and 2x cable, 2x silver cable. Good thing I got a lot of silver ore to still process. I may as well make a simple system on a chip wafer. Do I need... Okay, that one's optional. I just need to do this. But you know what? I'll get it in my inventory anyway. This one creates much faster. Alright, in the inventory. Now go get cut up. Wait. Oh, I'm out of lubricant. Amber lens, air lens, yellow garnet, bismutite, prasiolite. I don't have an air lens or a yellow lens yet, so maybe I'll just take that. Not sure yet. Because I don't know, how do I actually get yellow garnet? Do I have to? It's not out of garnet sand. Yellow garnet ore is only found on other planets. So it's kind of just a air is Thaumcraft. Yes, it is. Simple systems on a chip. And then it wants me to have 8 of them for this. But basically we make NAND chip arrays using this stuff. And then you run the NAND array through a cutting machine and you get vacuum tube equivalents this way. It just, if you happen to need vacuum tubes for whatever sort of weird little things you're working on, this is one way to do it. Alright, how are we doing over here? God. The electrum wire is killing me. go out in nature and look around every now and then. Oh, that's right. I need to... Oh, that's silver. No, I'm not. I thought I was holding stainless steel. But speaking of, I need to run stainless steel rods through the extruder. I didn't already do that, right? No. I'm thinking I might move these coin boxes up into the factory just so I don't have to constantly run back and forth so much. Let me see. While we're waiting on stuff to continue working, things we need. We're gonna have to make... Well, I guess we'll wait until I get my circuit, or my parts done, but oh, there's a couple things we're gonna have to do though. So if you noticed, my oil is not at capacity anymore. I discovered I have actually tapped and fully drained the oil reservoir that I have been pumping from for the last many episodes. So what do we do about that? Well, I can go. There we go. I can go find another oil well. In fact, there's one way over here that's kind of in the same direction. Or we can do... Yeah. We can make an oil gas fluid drilling rig. It's not too hard to make. But basically, this will allow us to drill underground and tap into underground fluids that we can't, they're not simulated. Or, well, they're not really in the game, they're just simulated. There's a couple ways to do it. I have not done the quests for it. They're back in low voltage. Or, well, I kind of did some of the quests for it, but I haven't, like, actually done the things that are required to get it done. Alright. Let's run some... That's bending machine. Now we can just run all that through there. Can't imagine they take very long at this stage. You can also use portable MV device on Bedrock. The portable MV which one is that? Which device is that? Portable prospecting tool. Oh. I didn't know that that pulled up the fluids. I mean, we could do this. We could do this while we're waiting. Auto mining? No, it's this one. The scanner, I have a scanner built. An advanced seismic prospector, I have that as well. I have not used it yet. There's the scanner. And there's the seismic prospector. Let's see, what did I say? I was going to pull up... Basically, I'm not using some of these any longer. I'm going to pull up the circuit assembler. The seismic prospector, I need to just kind of take somewhere, I think. You just kind of get a battery, put it on the ground and use it. It's the scanner that I need to hook up. Doesn't even really need to be that hooked up, but I need a data stick. And I need 2 powder barrels. Oil processing area, 3x3 oil fields, each is 8x8 chunks. Okay. So one thing, it might sound like it makes sense to put do a prospecting right near where I'm sitting, but what I discovered is you need to have 64 blocks worth of a long distance fluid pipe for it to actually do something. So basically, I want to put my oil drilling rig. I don't know, maybe around here. Maybe I'll prospect over here. That'd be fine. Nothing's really going on in that side of the base. I was gonna say over there or over by like my rubber trees, but you know what? There's nothing happening over here next to the portals, so this is as good a flat area as any to kind of put up a little structure. Let's do this. Let me see. So, seismic prospector, discover flight of fluid. You need to scan the soil. Right-click it with 2 powder barrels. This one doesn't explode the user on use. Right-click explosives. Use a data stick. Put it in a scanner. Place the stick in the bottom right slot of a printer. Add paper. Take the printed pages, combine it with a piece of leather, and make a book with detailed information about the chunks. Don't lose your data sticks. We can't make them right now. Really what we're doing, though, is we're just doing this for... Show me the chunks. Alright, we're right in the middle of a chunk. Good. Does this not need a battery? It doesn't have an interface. I don't think it actually explodes. It might make a sound, but... Lovely day in the world of Minecraft. I need more wool. I want to make some art. You almost done? Am I going to hear an explosion? No. Okay. Data stick? Raw prospection data. Okay, I can just leave this. Well, you know what? I'm going to take it with me in case it somehow explodes. Oh hey, I almost missed this. Perfect background noise for my Ocarina rando run. Oh, nice. Any fun Ocarina rando positions or anything yet? Oh god, get out of there. Stupid machine. Get out of there. Alright, that's gonna go scan for a while. I randomized damn near everything. Something like 1,340 locations to check. Oh, God. God. Not for me, thanks. I can't do that. I can't live that life. Oh, hey, I forgot. We ran this tantalite ore through here a while ago. Niobium dust? I think it's pretty easy to get niobium if we just... You can source it from... Pyrolusite, or I think it's pyrochlor. Yeah, there's lots of pyrochlor around. Oh, it's a little more annoying to get from there. Oh, but no, you just electrolyze it, and you'll get a source of it. I don't even know what this ends up being used for. I think it's alloy material. Oh, it's alloy material, but later on. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to go for manganese. In fact, I think I need more manganese. You're a super random freak. Good luck out there. Alright, data stick. We're going to take... So this is a printer. I put squid ink in it already. Data stick goes in here. And pages? Oh, right. Gotta power it. Hey, FP in chat. Oh, it amuses me, Victor. How's it going? A bit late because I got caught up in Core Keeper. Core Keeper seems like a fun game. I played a demo of it a little bit, and I was like, this is giving me serious Terraria vibes. But I haven't stuck with it. I really should try it again sometime. Oh yeah. Yeah, Deltaphene, double negative. Everybody who has just recently joined. We are now in high voltage. We've made it to high voltage. What do I need? I need a piece of leather, so I'm making a book. Leather, this stack of books, and we gotta run them in an assembler, it said. Analyzed prospection data. I feel like I keep hearing like sounds of things moving around or whatever, but my minimap shows nothing near me. Spooky. Let's run this cable through here. Prospection data. I've discovered 9 new oil fields. I can look at that, or I can just like look at this. But this is more important. Oil fields. Ooh. I do not have as much oil as I would hope. I got light oil at home. I'm gonna have to run around out in the wilderness a little bit more. These are empty fields. Oh, that's unfortunate. Actually, this light oil field that I've got sitting on in my base, my whole base is pretty damn dry. That is a bit unfortunate. Well, what I can do is I can run over to where I've already got my oil pumping infrastructure. And I can try again. I think we may as well. Let's empty out this prospection data. And it's nighttime, but, well. Circuit assembler, go back in there. I don't know where to put this prospecting book. I guess I'll just store it in there for now. Let's go to nighttime or daytime. I've got the prospector. Oh, I need more powder barrels. Honestly, monsters are far less scary than my base at this point. And I don't even have the automated guns up. The what now? You can make turrets, automated turrets. I don't think they're super worth it because a wall is good enough. At least, I guess maybe it would be more worth it if I was playing with the terrible mods on, the mobs on, the infernal ones that actually like just fuck your base up. But I don't want to. Okay, so prospecting 3x3. For best use of efficiency, I should probably scan out here somewhere. So let's keep going a little distance further. Kind of like here-ish. This should do. Alright, let's hang around. You are, my base is underground, my entrance is wide open, but the entryway floor is specter glass. Oh, that's funny. That's one way to do it for sure. Walnuts. Yeah, there's a big oil field over there too. Alright, data stick. Got new data. And time to go home. Let's see. Let's see what we find out. If I'm lucky, maybe I'll get a good oil source over there. And then, like I said, I can just attach it to my existing oil pipeline. Huh, indeed. I got lucky at my old base because I was sitting on top of a bunch of good oil. And I guess I kind of thought that that was what was going to happen here too. Maybe it was a bit naive. Gunpowder, creeper head, throw this nutmeg away into my house. And we'll get another leather while we're at it, because we're gonna make another. We're gonna have to print another book. Okay, got those. Steel rods? Oh, I am gonna need even more of these. I'm gonna steal them from here for now. Motor. Okay, that doesn't get me anything yet. I need the pump. The pump is one motor. The piston is one motor. Conveyor is 2. And the robot arm is 3. So I'm going to need a bunch of motors. Damn it. Already. I'm going to need that much wire. Let's see. Data stick. Scan data. Let's go print it out. Why is the printer steaming? Printers just do that in my experience. You know what? That's fair. I have in fact seen that. Alright, new prospecting data. 9 new ore veins, 9 new ore fields. Okay. We're getting some... Ooh! Natural gas. Well, that's kind of neat. I don't think I've discovered natural gas before. Interesting. Regular oil, though, is still... Well, regular oil's over here. I'd basically be making a new line off of this, but I'm curious what natural gas will get me. Because natural gas is only an underground fluid, and only on a couple of places. Natural gas gives me refinery gas cells directly. It's just an alternate way to get refinery gas, I guess. I asked why the printer was steaming right as the chest was emitting ice at me. Good overlap. Ice chests will always be funny. They do need to come back. I can burn it directly for EU. I can. It's just very inefficient. If I go and make refinery gas, it becomes 8 times as strong. I'm not sure what to do with this knowledge yet. Alright, what else? Also got some veins over here. Anything interesting? Nothing crazy. Nothing super special. A second diamond vein, I guess, is kind of nice to know about. Also another redstone vein for when I finally go crazy and get all the rest of that. Yeah, the underground fluids is kind of the interesting one. If I were... Where's my thing? It's kind of right there. It's not in the best chunk for it, but... I think what I probably need to do is run the... Make the drill pump and run it down here. This is looking like right about the correct spot. These hills here. Because this can be oil, and it will it'll pull oil out of this area. Other possibilities, I have light oil's not doing so good for me right there. Light oil amounts are actually really low, except for all the way out here. And even then, it's not great. I have raw oil here. I wonder if there's something about the redwood forest biome that or if I'm just kind of getting unlucky. There's just no oil here. Nothing really. Raw oil is a different type, which can only be grabbed from underground. But it distills to naphtha quite well. However, naphtha's... I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's another gas cell. I mean, it would be good to use... it would be better than refinery gas. And I think it can be combined to go further with it. Like, you can do more. Naphtha makes nylon. I don't know. I'm probably just going to stick with the oil for now, because I don't know what I want to do with the rest. But that... Alright, let's... I'm going to make a... drill for oil here. We'll do that. Alright, cool. So that's fun to do. I'm not out of oil yet, but we do want to have another source of it coming in because my fuel is about to take a major usage hit. I mean, it's still taking a major hit. We are producing lots of stainless steel after all, and we'll basically be continually making stainless steel throughout high voltage. Thankfully, stainless steel is honestly easier to do than aluminum, because I can just make it out of a few different... I can make... It's an alloy I make myself, instead of try to source out of electrolyzing dusts and such. Let's make these one at a time. Piston, plates. Let's do... I need some rubber sheets. I also need to make more rubber, come to think of it. Looking at this, I just need to do some more rubber dust production. I've kind of not done that for a while, but now that we are... Oh my god, that's so fast. And that's not even... It's like, you can't get faster after a certain point. Oh, come on, get out of there. I hate how that happens. I don't understand why that happens. It's so annoying. So like that, and like that. And then... Oh, but I need a second motor. Tesla coil from an HV bag. Huh. What the hell is a Tesla tower? What the hell am I looking at? Can transmit Tesla coil or controller block fed with the increased range. What is it? Wireless transmission of power? I guess maybe it is. Just waiting. Okay. Need some steel plate, stainless steel plate. I'm gonna need steel rotors, steel screws. Oh, I have the steel screws. They've just been kind of hanging around in here. Steel rotors, on the other hand. Stainless steel fluid pipes. Right. Rubber rings. I'm going to recover this set of sheets. Where's the ingot mold? I know I have one somewhere. Here it is. Oh, that's going to take ages. God damn it. Oh, whatever. We're just going to let them do it. It's fine. Extruder. I need to extrude some rings. Oh wait, I know I need another motor for this one. I need a wrench and a screwdriver. Which side do they go on? Screwdriver on left, wrench on right. Gold wire, gold cable. And... oh no, the motor is on the bottom and it's the stainless steel pipe. The pump recipe is a pain. That's 2. The piston. 1 more motor. I need 3 plate, 2 rod, and a gear. I know I need like more of this stuff for each thing I do, but I'm kind of at that that point of I just need a little bit of stuff so that I can get to better efficiency on other things. So it's like I'm making a little bit at a time as needed. Piston. And now I realize I only need 1 more piston there. 1 piston because I'm about to use it. 2 more motors. That. I just saw it. It's 2 rods. An HV circuit. And 3 cable. And the robot arm. There we go. Ugh. Okay. Electrum stainless steel loot bag. That opens up a lot of things. In Manufactory, the gap between HV and EV is so narrow, so I get it. It's like, yeah, I can spend 3 hours making all this stuff, or I can make a bare minimum. In this case, HV is big. Like, there's a ton of stuff we can do in HV. We can finally start making, like, a lot more of the actual electric-powered multi-block machines. We've got all these steam ones over here, but now we can start making the ones that are actually powered from electricity and have, like, bonuses and can be overclocked and other stuff like that. Plus, the steam ones can only process up to the low-voltage recipes versions of their stuff. They'll still be useful. I'm still going to keep them around for a lot of my ore processing for sure. But there's going to be more specific multi-blocks that we're going to get that I know, like I already know what I want. One of them I want to get. I want to get the multi-block sifter. I also want we also need pretty much the large chemical reactor. And I can't get it just yet, but the vacuum freezer is also on my mind. So getting that opened up quests in all sorts of areas. We also need to do distillation towers, vacuum freezers. Yeah, we need EV circuits, I know that. Mass processing finally showed up? Yeah, it did. High voltage multi-blocks. Large chem reactor, distillation tower. Let's do it. We're not going to do them tonight. They're going to take too long. But the chem reactor, this is what we are doing for sure. And when we get done, I am taking these fluid cells. Absolutely. We can't make this yet because we don't have polytetrafluoroethylene or whatever the heck the PTFE actually stands for. Oh, it's close. I think that was about right. I gotta make this first before I can make a large chem reactor. Distillation tower. What the hell is this? A multi-block extractor? Huh. I don't really know what I need to use this for. I mean, I guess the extractor exists. I barely think about it. Turbo can? I don't. There's no reason to do this. There's no reason to do a canning machine, a multi-block canning. Why is it so big? You do not need to do a multi-block canning machine. I barely use that thing. The multi-smelter is great. Absolutely, we are making one of these. Probably as soon as I can. Well, maybe not immediately, but the multi-smelter is great. It's going to replace the steam oven that we use, because it can do 8 to 16 stuff. It does a whole bunch of things all at once, and it's fast. And then the distillation tower is a multi-block distillery that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. He can make it up to this tall because certain distillation recipes can put out up to 11 different fluids or gases. Well, gases are fluids, but yeah, we need a large chem reactor for sure because that's going to allow us to do a whole bunch of good stuff. What else? What else? How to generate power? Yeah, now we can do... HV steam turbine is a joke. We do not want it. Whatever. Or whatsoever. The only benefit we get out of it is the loop bag roll. What we need, though, is the turbo combustion generator. And we should also consider the turbo gas turbine during this. Benzene and other gas productions are a decent and viable option. And they were through MV as well, but because we started with oil, we just kind of stuck with oil. Time to expand even more. You do have a pristine lake to pollute. No, I'm not going to pollute the lake. That's not my plan. I'm going to go left. I'm going to take out of that village. Or go north. Or south. Probably south first. I'm not sure yet. Though it does lead into a valley. Other things that can be done? You can use steam turbines. There's ways to make multi-block steam turbines at this point. And in the future, I think they tend to be decently useful. I've seen plenty of people, like plenty of instances of steam turbine being used. But I just don't know. I have not used them yet. There's also superheated steam turbines. But you got to be very careful. Superheated steam is well, one, we can't make it yet. Well, at least not right away. Well, we can't make it yet. I need an IV machine case, which is tungsten steel, which we can't make. I don't believe. Maybe we can, but it's not for a while yet. Solar power generation is also a thing that can exist. They can be turned into... They're basically like covers that go on the machines instead. There's a whole bunch of solar panel stuff. Like a lot of solar panel quests that exist. There's also a lot of other... I don't even know what's... Plasma? Want to make some plasmas, I guess? I don't know. When do you get to do that? Probably way down the line. And this one acid generator out there, which is not worth doing at all, probably. In my old world, I ended up changing over a bunch of stuff. Once I got enough distillation towers going, I changed a bunch of things over to being powered by refinery gas because I was producing more than I was consuming to produce it. So it made sense to try and do that. And so I had a base that was half like fuel powered, half refinery gas powered. And I guess I was producing benzene out of it. I don't remember. There's a few things we do throughout here. I think, let me see, I can remove that. I can remove that. I don't know if I need that steam boiler any longer, really. I might, but in terms of things I absolutely want, we need a macerator. We have a big goal. This is where we're headed eventually. We need to go to the moon. It's going to be interesting. We haven't made one yet, but we should make an autoclave at some point. We're going to need it for a few different things. It turns dusts into like crystals. So we can take some of the dusts that we have and get them back into crystalline form. We got to do some platinum. HV cutting machine. Chem lab. We need HV chem lab. We do want to finally get an upgrade to our macerator, and then we also just want some general machine upgrades as well. They're not necessarily requirements in here, but I want to finally upgrade my wire mill. I probably want to upgrade my alloy smelter. I'm going to leave the lathe alone. It's not super useful. It's got certain things that it's good for, but I'm not going to probably upgrade it right away if I choose to. The sifting machine, probably not going to bother because I want to make the large one. HV electrolyzer, more chem reactors, fluid solidifier, compressor. I don't know about that one yet. Definitely not a forge hammer. You're still using the steam alloy smelter? Oh god, I'm sorry. Just make yourself a low voltage one. At least you can automate it. Does GTNH have AE2 integrated, or is that a late pack thing? It's you can start it at this tier, but you need titanium, so you got to go to the moon for it first. And then you need boatloads of titanium, so you may not, even then you may not be able to get too far with it. These field generators are a bit of a pain in the ass. They're basically used for additional, like, difficulty with production. Just like a more complicated item to add to a recipe. Oh, and of course, we need an advanced assembly machine, too. And probably want to make this as soon as possible as well. Need a second robot arm or another conveyor. But this is just, generally speaking, good to have. However, the real first thing we got to do is we got to get power. So you know what, we're almost done for the night. But I think what we can do to end out the night at least is to get at least one turbo combustion generator, so that we have something to work on while when we're done here today for the next time. It's going to take, I need 2 pistons and 2 motors, and I've used all of my stuff for that. Yeah. 4 motors. 2 pistons. Yeah. then I need, oh, I need 2 large gears. I need that HV machine hull as well. Frankly, I gotta do this. I just need to make a stack of this. And 1 circuit, 1 wire. And we're gonna have to make more of this. I'm probably gonna when I go to play on my own, I'm gonna spend some time and just try to build up my circuit reserves again. Because you know we got all this stuff to do, more things to make. Let me put a. Let's go back to the multi-blocks tab. Need a drill for oil. Gonna need an implosion compressor eventually, but I'm gonna leave it be for now. Can I see the sifter yet? Or is it not in this grouping any longer? Oh, it might only be in the mass processing tab now. Yeah. How do I make this? Eglin steel. That's not a problem. Oh, I do need to make an advanced sifting machine too. Okay, so I have to have one of those in order to go and make the actual large sifter control block. Eglin steel is a weird little lingot, but how do you make it? Oh, how do you make this thing again? Thanks for not showing me the... Why? Why did you not just show me? Because I was looking at something else? I don't know. Eglin steel. It's made... Eglin steel base compounds, sulfur, silicon, and carbon. Canthal dust, iron, and invar. Alright. Like... There's gonna be... I think there's a lot of... Yeah, there's a lot of Eglin steel made. You may as part of this, as well as Tembaga frame boxes. This is expensive. There's a lot to there's a lot of resources involved with this, but the large sifter is really handy because it works super fast, and I think it gives you bonuses to. It might give you bonuses for the stuff you're processing. I made one in my old world and it was very nice. So that's, I'm gonna put that on the bookmark list. I'm also gonna put that on there and that on there. We got just there, we can finally start making big stuff. That's just how it goes. What is this lens used for? L-pick wafer. HV dynamo hatches. That's worth getting, I suppose. I could probably make my own. Oh, I bookmarked that twice. In 2 different places? Oh, it's down here. Okay. Last done. Get those. 8. I mean, I know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna need more gold cable. I need to mine more gold. Yeah, that's how I feel. Let's see. I'm gonna put these 4 machine casings away, and I gotta remember I have them. Actually, no. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna make. I'm literally making more cable right now. We're gonna do 16 of those, and then bum and bum. There we are. We're gonna need these HV hulls. I found a 3rd progressive magic meter in my seed. Now I have infinite magic. That's interesting. Turbo combustion generator. And this is how we're going to end for the night, I believe. Oil cells, diesel cells, cetane boosted diesel. Let me throw the oil cells back in here. So the thought is essentially to slap this guy here. We're going to change out the low voltage cluster. Maybe I'll put the low voltage cluster like downstairs or something. Whatever pieces of it remain that I need to like detach. The medium voltage one can stick around for now. It's probably also going to get moved because I found in my old world that running the high voltage just kind of took up. I just kept making more and more machines because high voltage was useful. But we'll do this. We'll have some high voltage going through here. Probably run a fuel line up the stairwell or something, up through here. I mean, the fuel line is already there, so just like kind of go up the ceiling, up through the floor here, and then across. I probably want to. Eventually, I'm probably going to want to foolproof. No. I probably want to run 8x cable through here, and silver cable is the cable of choice for line loss. While gold can hold more amps at a time, silver is better for HV cable. Cool sound. Silver cable has the lowest line loss of them all. Probably want to run 8x cable. You're running 2x blue alloy? That's true, you could do that. A lot of amps go through that. I forgot. I should be able to make blue alloy. We haven't done it yet, but I should be able to make it. Ah, yeah, I just need electrotine, which we haven't gone for yet. But I know we will need blue alloy because it is a component in certain circuits that are coming up soon. So yeah, maybe that would be a good idea. Run blue alloy cables. I could run 4x blue alloy. That way I get 8 amps worth. because I'm thinking I'm probably going to hook up at least 4 combustion generators to the line. I want to be running a lot of stuff in HV in parallel process. There's also a number of times what I'll probably end up doing at some point in the cluster is having 2 HV macerators next to each other, because the steam macerator is great and I will probably still use it for a bunch of stuff. However, the macerator, like, we've not really paid much attention to it, but the first step of processing here does have, like, chances of getting stuff. So we may want to, like, there might be instances where I want to try and get the roll here. I have mine hooked up to a four thing bat box. Holy hell, that scared me. Someone threw a baseball ball and nearly hit my windows. Eee, that's not fun. Where the hell did I get this? Potion of jumping. Jump boost 10. Oh, I'm afraid of that. Oh, hell yeah, more Gregtech streaming. Time to start watching the VOD from the beginning at 2x speed like I normally do. Well, you'll be happy to... Yeah, you'll end up having to watch the VOD. We're about to finish up for the day because it's getting late over here. However, you are here just in time for some gambling. I got one bag. I got a bag. Oh, let me put the prospector away. Put those away. Gamble. Oh. Cool. Night vision goggles. Oh, man. That's awesome, because that's also a pain in the ass to make. Where are they? There are... Nano helmet. Did they have... Wait, these are powered, right? Oh, hell yeah, they are. Oh, it's not night. Does that mean I can see underwater now? Yes. That's fun. That's really good. This is a lot. This is a lot of stuff I did not have to make. Nanosuit helm. So the thing is, this is separate. The night vision goggles and the nanosuit helm are 2 separate items. Oh, but I need the night vision goggles to make the nanosuit helmet. Ah. Okay. Well, that saves me a lot of pain. Because the night vision goggles, I remember making them. They are a pain. Nanosuit is HV, yes. Alright, cool. Very cool. Legitimately cool. I don't really want to make that chest bigger. This chest is... I keep filling this chest with junk and, like, tools and things like that, and, like, I don't mean to keep filling it with stuff. It's just sometimes kind of useful to have all this stuff right here. But I don't know. I don't need it to be huge. Night vision goggles. I guess I'll just put in there. Everyone remind me I have random cool stuff in this chest every now and then. Yeah, yeah. There's just it's time to get started with this, but in order for me to do that, it's time I gotta go get blue alloy from. I gotta go get electrotine from the Nether. I gotta set up some cabling. Really, what I'm probably just gonna do is instead of working through the beginnings of this, I need to just like get more resources. Wire mill, wire mill. We are gonna make this. Oh, it only takes motors. That's easy by comparison. But we are about to run out of processors, so gotta be careful. Not processors, just HV circuits. Can I make this actually? Can I just last thing of the night? I know I can't set it up, but 1, 2. Oh, I need more steel rods. Oh, that's about to run out. There we go. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to make annealed copper. Or, yeah, I need to make more annealed copper. Yes, I am in HV proper. I did that earlier tonight. The stream title was not a joke. Was not a gag. We actually made it. Oh, I need more stainless rods. It's going to take time and energy, but we're basically going to replace most of my low voltage and medium voltage machines with high voltage counterparts. Which means that like any of these things that are on the cluster will actually get used, will be available to use in any smaller scale setups that I may want to do. Because I might want to do like little outposts or move certain small setups elsewhere. So having like, this is why I have this chest over here full of previously used machines. Like these input hatches and buses that I upgraded on the EBF. I want to keep them around. I might need them. Extra turbines? Absolutely. Now, basic circuit assembler I may not use. Basic chem-bath I may not use anymore. But, you know, a random distillery could be useful. And as I take more things off the cluster, I'm sure I'll find some use for some of it. Do this, and I think it's two gold cable. Wire mill. If I really desperately wanted to, I could just hook the wire mill up directly to the combustion generator, throw some diesel in it, and get myself some wire. But I think I'll try to at least feign a little bit of I'll try to at least a little bit of proper stuff. But yeah, like this. Oh, I left my wrench over here. But essentially, yeah, and then just run cable down this line. Ow. You know, my days of hitting this steam pipe may come to an end soon, depending on how I end up doing all this. It might not be needed over there any longer. HV seems so cool. It is. There's suddenly so many big machines to make and cool stuff you can produce. Oh yeah, here, let's see. Night vision goggles. Where's the night vision? Why aren't they working? Maybe wander beyond the torches. No, they're not turning on. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe they don't work. Maybe they're only an interstitial component for the nanosuit helmet, which definitely does work. Maybe I need a keybind. It might be. I got the mode switch key. Alt key, boost, hub, expand key. I don't know. It's fine. Get night vision through dark armor later. The keybind in my game was shared with like 6 other things. Alright. I think I'm feeling good for the night. We've been going for a bit. There might be a stream Thursday, but I have not decided. I've not decided if I want to do one or not. Definitely no stream on Saturday. I won't be here to do it. So if I don't stream Thursday, we'll be back next Tuesday for it. Sorry I wasn't talking much with very nice background noise. That's fine. Don't worry about it. You can hang out and enjoy the stream as much as you want in whatever way you want. But yeah, so if not Thursday, we'll be back here on Tuesday. Yeah. Like I said, I'll probably play a little on my own, try to get some more resources, especially in terms of circuits, because things take a while. I want to be running more like stainless steel through the EBF. We're actually done. I can run more of it in there as I get some more oxygen in there. So we just kind of need to be constantly producing stuff at this point. I think I kind of was speeding through medium voltage, by the way, because high voltage exists where it is. But I think from here we're going to be... the pace will slow down because there's going to be a bunch of little projects to work on. Lots of machines to build. So we'll see what we end up doing. Plus, I really do want us to start doing some Thaumcraft stuff. Because it'll be fun to mess with and do something slightly different. So pace will slow, but that's fine because we're here to just have fun and build cool things and enjoy ourselves. Going to the moon is in HV, yes. That is where I stopped my last run. I did not make it to the moon. I could have gone to the moon, but I got cold feet. So, the true goal for this streaming series is to go to the moon, because then we will be in completely new territory for me. Where are we? We're at year 2, day 130. I want to say that my character in my old world is in like year 4 or later. I think we got here sooner than we did my other dude. But yeah, that's enough rambling. We will pick up the next time we stream, and I hope everyone has a good night. I will see you all next time. This is a server, so it's year 33. Oh, on your world. Okay, yeah. Thanks for the stream. Congrats on reaching HV. Looking forward to seeing the progression to HV. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. All right, everybody. Take it easy, folks. We'll see you all later.